Hi, my name is Joe Jaudoin. I'm in Ottawa, Canada, and I'd like to know what the rising dollar will do to manufacturing jobs in Canada, as in the past this was always a selling point to exports of Canadian goods to the United States.
All right, thanks, Joe. That's a good question, especially since the U.S. is Canada's biggest trading partner. You're right, a dollar at par is an advantage if you're buying things from the U.S., but not if you're selling things to the U.S. So a high dollar usually means Canadian manufacturers losing money and Canadian workers losing jobs. But as Havard Gould reports, it doesn't always have to be that way.
The view from most factory floors across Canada is grim. A soaring loonie makes everything made in Canada more expensive to our biggest customers, Americans.
I was getting a real strong signal. We got to change. We got to do something here.
This company saw it all coming and got out of the way, choosing to reinvent itself as an almost bulletproof business the dollar couldn't destroy.
It's a long way from 62 cents about 4 years ago.
So today, as the dollar touched parity, Handling Specialty learned it's winning a massive multi-year contract worth millions of dollars. This is in no way typical of what's going on in the Canadian manufacturing sector. It's bleeding jobs, battered by the rising loonie. In the last 5 years, as the dollar has risen, Canada has lost 330,000 manufacturing jobs. So, what happened here? 10 years ago, the company's core customers were North American car makers anxious to squeeze prices. Handling Specialty still makes platforms for assembly lines, but that's now closer to a sideline.
Now that the automotive is the smallest sector for us.
The key decision: switch production, change customers, make high-value custom products for which companies around the world will pay top dollar, no matter the level of the loonie. Handling Specialty now makes moving platforms for Cirque du Soleil and Disney, specialized lifting devices for the aerospace industry, and that big new contract they're exporting to China.
The first time we ship into Macau is around June 08.
To assist Canadian manufacturers.
In recent days, the finance minister used a high-profile speech to urge Canadian manufacturers to be more strategic. Use the high dollar to buy new equipment, make higher value products. It's by no means clear, though, that every manufacturer can transform itself the way this company did. And even Handling Specialty has been hit by sudden moves on the currency markets in the last few years. On occasion, the company has been locked into key contracts that suddenly became less profitable as the dollar rose.
It probably cost us 20 or 30% of our sales in terms of dollars. It was a big number.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars?
No, more like millions.
We could pull this out.
But they're still making money, succeeding while others are barely surviving. The difference? A strategy so far guiding them through some of the toughest times Canadian manufacturers have ever seen. Havard Gould, CBC News, Grimsby, Ontario.